Fluent Podcasts, podcasts he never had before.
Hello and welcome. You're listening to Fluent Podcast, and this is our English A1-A2 podcast playlist.
That's right. And today we're getting into something everyone talks about, talking about weather in English.
Absolutely. It seems simple, but it's such a common topic for starting conversations, right?
Yeah.
So our goal is to give you the basic words and maybe a few more interesting phrases.
Exactly. We want you to feel comfortable asking and answering that, classic question. How's the weather? You hear it everywhere.
Okay, so how's the weather? Let's imagine asking that in different places. What kind of answers might you get? Like basic ones.
Well, it totally depends where you are. Someone in, say, Mumbai might just say, oh, it's hot and sunny. Very common.
Simple enough.
Or maybe in London, you might hear, oh, it's raining again.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Or if you're somewhere cold, like maybe Japan in winter, it's snowing.
So hot and sunny, raining, snowing. What else?
It's windy and cold, or maybe just it's cloudy and cold. Those are your sort of 5 basic answers you need ready.
Okay, good starting point. Let's build on that.
Okay.
Temperature seems like the next logical step. Hot, cold.
Right. And English has, a scale. It's not just hot or cold. We have degrees.
So what's the basic scale?
Okay, think of it like this. You start with hot, then a little less intense, it's warm.
Warm, okay.
Then it gets cooler, so we say cool. Then properly cold is just cold.
Right.
And if it's really, really cold, then it's freezing, like super cold.
Hot, warm, cool,
Yeah.
cold, freezing. Got it? And we just say, it is hot out.
Yep. It is hot out. Or it's warm today. It's cool this morning. Simple structure.
But what about when it's really hot? Like super hot? Just saying hot sometimes doesn't feel like enough, does it?
No, exactly. We like to be more specific or maybe complain more effectively. We use words like baking hot.
Baking hot, like you're in an oven?
Kind of, yeah. It means extremely hot. Think Sahara Desert hot. And often when it's baking hot, there's like no wind. It's just still and hot.
Okay, baking hot. Any others for extreme heat?
You might hear people say it's a scorcher. Especially maybe in places like Australia during summer. A scorcher is just a really, really hot day.
A scorcher. I like that.
Or you can just say it's boiling. Like boiling water, it feels that hot.
Boiling. Okay, so baking hot, scorcher, boiling, all mean extremely hot.
Pretty much. Time for ice cream weather.
Definitely. Now let's go the other way. Down the scale to cold. You mentioned cool and cold. What about chilly? Where does that fit?
Chilly is a good one. It's a bit cold, but not like really cold. You feel it. You probably want a light jacket or a sweater.
So milder than cold.
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice word for maybe autumn or spring mornings when there's just a little bite in the air. It's a bit chilly.
Okay, but then we get to freezing. That sounds serious.
It is. Freezing means very, very cold. And a telltale sign, a visual clue,
What's that?
you can often see your breath. That little puff of white when you breathe out.
Ah, right. Because the air is so cold it condenses the moisture.
Exactly. If you see your breath, it's definitely freezing or close to it.
And when it's freezing, you need to.
You need to bundle up.
Bundle up. That's a great phrase. What does it mean, like, in terms of clothes?
It means wear lots of layers. Put on a hat, scarf, gloves, a thick coat, maybe a sweater underneath. Really wrap yourself up warm.
Because the temperature is probably
below freezing, which scientifically means below 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
right. And when it's below freezing, sometimes you wake up and see ice crystals everywhere.
Frost, yeah. On the grass, on cars. We call that a frosty morning.
Frosty. Okay. Now, you mentioned Celsius and Fahrenheit. We should probably touch on that quickly. It can be confusing.
Yeah, it's just 2 different systems for measuring temperature. The U.S. mostly uses Fahrenheit, while most of the rest of the world uses Celsius.
So if you're learning English, you might need to know a bit about both, depending on who you're talking to or where you are.
Pretty much. Just be aware they're different scales. Like 0 degrees C is freezing for water, but that's 32 degrees, all right?
Is there like a temperature in Fahrenheit that people talk about as being really nice?
Yeah, funny you ask. In the U.S. context, you often hear 70 degrees Fahrenheit described as like perfect weather.
70. Why 70?
It's just seen as really comfortable, not hot, not cold. Ideal for, going for a walk or just being outside. It's a bit of a cultural benchmark, that 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
Interesting. Good to know. Okay, let's shift from temperature to water falling from the sky. Rain.
Rain. Yes, the basics are simple. It is raining. Or it's a rainy day.
But like with heat, English speakers seem to have Lots of words for how much it's raining.
Oh, absolutely. We're very specific about rain intensity. It's quite nuanced.
Okay, so let's start really, really light. Almost not raining.
That would be spitting. Just a few tiny drops like it's just starting or just finishing. Barely noticeable sometimes.
Spitting, okay. What if it's a bit more than that, but still very light, like a mist?
We call that drizzling. It's a light, fine rain. You'll definitely get damp if you're out in it for a while, but it's not heavy.
Damp, right. Not soaked.
Not yet. Drizzling is damp. Then you have just regular raining, a steady fall of rain.
Okay, standard rain. But then, the heavy stuff.
Right. When it's coming down really hard, we say it's pouring.
Pouring.
Or a more informal, very common phrase is chucking it down.
Chucking it down. I like that one. It sounds very British.
It is quite common in the UK, yeah. Both pouring and chucking it down mean heavy rain, like hard to see if you're driving, you get wet very quickly.
And if you get caught in that, your clothes aren't just damp,
They're soaked, completely wet through.
soaked. Okay. And sometimes that heavy rain starts really suddenly, doesn't it?
It does. And we have a great idiom for that. The heavens open.
The heavens open. Sounds dramatic.
It means it suddenly started raining very, very heavily, like a tap turned on in the sky.
Wow. Okay. Let's look up at the sky itself. Clouds. What if the whole sky is covered in gray clouds?
We call that overcast. You can't see the sun, it's just gray. Can feel a bit gloomy sometimes.
Overcast.
Yeah.
And what if the clouds look really dark, like a storm is coming?
Then you'd say it looks dark overhead. That usually means rain is very likely, probably heavy rain.
Dark overhead. A warning sign. But what if it's not all gray? Some clouds, some blue sky.
That's partly cloudy, or some people say partly sunny.
Ah, is there a difference? Partly cloudy versus partly sunny.
Not really in meaning, they describe the same sky, but maybe partly sunny sounds a little more optimistic, focusing on the sun you can see.
Glass half full, glass half empty. Applied to clouds.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, moving on to more dramatic weather. Storms. How do we say a storm is coming soon?
You can feel it in the air sometimes, right? We say there's a storm brewing, like it's getting ready to happen.
Oh, brewing. Nice. And storms often have.
Lightning and thunder.
Right. Lightning is the flash of light.
Yep, the big electric flash in the sky. And thunder is the loud booming sound that follows the lightning.
And the two together make a slarm.
A thunderstorm.
And often, with thunderstorms, the wind changes, right?
Yeah, usually the wind picks up. It gets stronger suddenly.
Good point. That brings us to wind itself and also snow and fog. Let's start with wind.
Okay. The basic way is just, it is windy, or it's a windy day.
Simple. But again, I bet there are levels.
Of course. A light, pleasant wind, we call that a breeze, lovely on a warm day.
A breeze. Nice. But a very strong wind.
That could be a hard wind. Or, if it's really strong and potentially dangerous, especially in forecasts, you'll hear the word gale.
A gale. So that's serious wind.
Yes. Gale force winds can blow things around, cause damage, make it difficult to walk. It's usually associated with storms.
Okay. Let's switch to frozen stuff. Snow. Basic is it's snowing or a snowy day.
Right. But snow isn't always just pure snow falling, is it? Sometimes it's mixed.
Mixed with rain. What's that called?
That wet, miserable mix is called sleet. It's like half-melted snow. Not fun.
Sleet. Got it. What about very light snow, just for a little while?
We call that a flurry of snow, or just flurries. It usually doesn't settle on the ground much, just a light dusting.
Flurries. Okay. And the opposite, a really bad snowstorm.
That's a blizzard. A blizzard isn't just heavy snow, it's heavy snow plus strong wind. That combination makes visibility really low and conditions dangerous.
Blizzard.
Yeah.
Right. And after the snow's been on the ground for a bit and maybe starts to melt. That messy stuff.
Ugh, slush. Yeah. Partly melted snow and ice. It's wet, dirty, and horrible to walk through.
Slush. Definitely unpleasant. Okay, one more thing in this section.
Fog.
Ah, fog. That's when there's lots of moisture in the air, like a cloud on the ground, and it's hard to see.
So just say, it is foggy.
Yep, it's foggy. And we often talk about it arriving, like fog rolled in, especially near the coast or in valleys.
Hauled in. And when it's foggy, obviously.
Visibility is low, meaning you can't see very far ahead.
Is there a special phrase for really, really thick fog?
There is a very classic, very British idiom. You can say the fog is as thick as pea soup.
As thick as pea soup. Why pea soup?
Because traditional pea soup is very thick and, well, greenish gray sometimes.
Yeah.
It's an old phrase, maybe linked to London's famous smoggy fogs long ago. It just means extremely dense fog.
Huh. That's a great one. As thick as pea soup. Okay, we've got tons of words now. How do we use them talking about different times, like yesterday, today, tomorrow? Crucial point. You need to get the tenses right. It's mostly using the verb to be.
Okay, so for yesterday, past tense,
You use was. Yesterday it was sunny. Yesterday it was cold and windy.
got it, was. And for today, present tense,
You use is. Today it is cloudy. It is drizzling right now.
is. Simple enough. And for tomorrow, future tense.
You can use will be or is going to be. They mean pretty much the same thing here. Tomorrow it will be warmer. Tomorrow it is going to be foggy.
Was, is, will be, or is going to be. Practicing those seems really important.
Absolutely key. That's how you make actual sentences about the weather changing over time.
Now, one last thing. We mentioned London and rain earlier. Why do people in the UK especially talk about the weather so much? Is it just politeness?
Well, politeness is part of it. It's a safe topic. But a big reason is that the weather there is genuinely very changeable.
Changeable, meaning
Meaning it changes a lot and quickly, sometimes unpredictably. You can famously have all 4 seasons in one day.
right? Sunshine, then rain, then wind, maybe even some hail, then sun again, all in a few hours.
Exactly. So because it's always changing, it's always relevant, always something new to comment on. It's not just small talk, it's like reporting current conditions.
That makes sense. If the weather was the same every day, you wouldn't need to discuss it.
Precisely. So that changeability makes it a constant, natural topic of conversation.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. From baking hot to freezing, spitting to chucking it down, a breeze to a gale, flurries to blizzards, and even pea soup fog.
You definitely have more tools now than just sunny or rainy. The key is to try and use them.
Yes, absolutely. Practice is essential, especially for A1 and A2 learners.
Okay.
Try describing the weather outside your window right now using some of these new words.
Yeah, tell a friend or write it down. Being able to talk about simple, real things like the weather really builds your confidence.
So here's a little challenge for you listening. Can you answer this? How's the weather in your country now? Use some today's words.
Or maybe tell us, do you like hot or cold weather? Which do you prefer, baking hot days or below freezing days? And maybe why? Thinking about it helps you practice.
Great questions. Well, that's all we have time for today on Fluent Podcast. We hope this look at weather words was useful.
Keep listening, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to talk about the weather. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.